The National Broadcasting Company presents Joel McRae in Tales of the Texas Rangers. From Hollywood, another authentic reenactment of a case transcribed from the files of the Texas Rangers. Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles, and 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. Now, from the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Case for tonight, the blow-off.
It is approximately 11 p.m., June 16th, 1947. Aaron Courtwright is watering the gravel apron of his Mobile gas station at the intersection of a farm road and Highway 75, a few miles south of Glenwood, Texas. A car drives up to the pump.
Yeah, howdy, folks.
Howdy. Fill her up.
You betcha.
Hey, you got a telephone here?
Yep, over in the office there.
Better try that call again, Belle.
Okay.
Yeah, just take me a second to coil up this hose, and I'll be right with you. Yeah, pretty nice, ain't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, there we are. Fill her up, you say?
Yeah, with special.
Oh, sorry, mister. Truck busted the handle off the hand pump on the special. Regular be all right?
Well, I got no choice, have I? My car's about empty.
Taking kind of a chance, weren't you?
Why, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's about to close up. Next station is better than 30 miles away you're heading.
Well, we made it. That's what counts. Look, can't you hurry it up?
Oh, sure, mister. Hey, what's she doing in there? Hey, you get away from that cash drawer.
Never mind her. Just hope this gun don't blow your head off. Now shove that nozzle into the tank.
You ain't getting my money, you old fool.
He'll kill you with a whole nozzle.
Blame right, I will.
Yeah, it ain't me that's getting killed. Get to the car, quick. You dummy.
Me? I got the dough, didn't I?
What'd you go for it so soon for? I didn't get a chance to get any gas in the tank.
You had plenty of time to get gas. How'd I know you were going to stand there gabbing instead? Now what do we do?
Try to make it through the next station.
What a spot, Duke Bishop, the smart operator.
Shut up. Will you? That don't help. I'll think of something. Well, that's the end of the gas.
How far we come?
10, 11 miles.
Let's flag us a ride and get out of here.
And leave the car? Wouldn't that be smart? Like leaving our calling cards pinned to that stiff back there. This buggy's ours, don't forget.
Well, can't we take the license plates off and ditch them or something?
Oh, why does a woman have to be so dumb? There's a motor number. You can't get rid of that. Come on, pile out. Wait a minute. I got an idea.
What?
Know how we'll get some gas?
How? Dig us an oil well?
No. We're going to play it smart. We're going to catch a ride back to that filling station and discover a murder.
Sure appreciate the ride. Duke,
Yeah?
light's still on. No cars around. Don't look like anybody's been here.
Well, you can't tell. It's been over a half hour. Hey, we're in luck. It's working out just right. Nobody has been here. He's lying just like we left him.
There's some gas cans, Duke. Let's pump one full and get out of
We
here.
can't do that.
Why not?
Because the guy that picked us up and dumped us out across the highway would remember us, sure.
But you said we were coming back to get gas.
I said we're coming back to discover a murder. We're going to act like law-abiding citizens. Now, get in there. Telephone for the law.
You're deliberately trying to get us burned.
I'm trying to keep us out of the chair. Now, get in there on that phone, quick. Here comes a couple of cars. Go on.
What are you doing here, mister?
Well, there's a dead man here. I I think he's been shot. My wife's inside calling the police.
We've already been notified. I'm Sheriff Pruitt of Glenwood. The man in that car behind me just came into town to report it.
Oh, well, this is terrible, Sheriff. Hold up, do you suppose?
Probably. Ask your wife to step out here.
Oh, sure, of course. Oh, Belle, forget the telephone. The sheriff's here.
What?
I say the sheriff's here.
Oh. Somebody else report this?
Yeah, this is Mrs. Bishop, Sheriff.
Howdy, ma'am.
Sheriff.
How long you two been here?
For just a few minutes. Got here just before you did.
Where's your car?
10, 11 miles down the line. Ran out of gas down there.
You get a lift up here?
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah?
Charlie, is everything here just like it was when you drove in and discovered the body?
Well, seems like, Sheriff, near as I can tell.
Any sign of these folks around when you stopped?
Nobody was around except poor Jim, laying on his face and all that blood.
Ever see these folks before?
No. Can't say I ever did.
Okay. Did you touch anything here, Mr. Bishop? That gas hose hanging unhooked there at the pump, the body?
Of course not, Sheriff. We just discovered the body and tried to notify authorities.
How about you, Miss Bishop?
Oh, no. Well, just the telephone.
All right. You can go back inside now if you'd be more comfortable, ma'am.
Thank you, Sheriff. Afraid I am a little shaky.
Look, Sheriff, this has been quite a shock to her. Couldn't we get some gas and ride back to our car so we can be on our way?
I'm afraid not. I'm going to phone for the Rangers. You'll have to stay till they get here.
In response to Sheriff Pruitt's call, Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned to the case. Within 2 hours, he had carefully gone over the available information and evidence.
All right, Mr. Bishop. I guess that'll be all the questions for now. But before you and your wife leave, I'd like to have your full name and address in case we want to contact you later.
Oh, glad to, Ranger. Here it is on my driver's license. John Bishop, 980 West Pamela Street, Corsicana. That's Shady Rest. We have an apartment.
Well, you're headed away from Corsicana now. When will you be back?
Well, I've got an appointment in Houston tomorrow about a job, but we'll be back home, day after tomorrow. Anything we can do, Ranger, just let us know.
Thanks. You've both been very helpful. Sheriff had his deputy over there get you a tin of gas. He'll run you down to your car.
Oh, it's mighty nice of you, Sheriff.
Glad to help out. Bye, Mrs. Bishop.
Bye. Bye, Ranger. Thanks again.
Good night.
Right, decent folks, Jay.
They sure seem to be.
But a nasty case. Nothing to go on.
Not much, apparently, but maybe we can turn something up.
Got any ideas, Jace?
Uh-huh. First off, I'm going to radio Austin for the lab crew. Have them scour this place from top to bottom. The lab crew went over Jim Courtwright's station with a fine-tooth comb. While I waited for the lab report, I spent most of the next day searching the area for someone who might have seen a car or suspicious action near the station the night before. I drew a complete blank and went back to the sheriff's office. Hi, Sheriff.
Oh, hello, Jace. Thought you were never coming back. Find anything?
No, nobody seems to have been traveling Highway 75 last night.
Lab boys didn't hit any jackpot either. Here's their report. Just came in. Lab figures like we did that there was quite a scuffle before the shots were fired, but it don't mean much.
No. But something in this fingerprint report might.
You mean those matching prints found on the telephone receiver in the cash drawer?
Uh-huh.
Austin didn't have any record on whoever made them, so what good does that do?
The report says they were fresh. These prints don't match the ones taken from the body, so they aren't Courtwright's. Hey, wait a minute, Sheriff. When you arrived at Courtwright's station, Mrs. Bishop was at the telephone, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was trying to call me.
Well, then she was the last person to use the phone before those prints were pulled.
Well, do you suppose that's her print on the phone?
If it is, I'd sure like to know what its duplicate was doing on Courtwright's cash drawer.
Yeah. And Bishop said himself he was on his way down to Houston to see about a job. If he was unemployed and broke, well, that'd sure be a motive.
I think we'd better run up to Corsicana tomorrow and sort of welcome Mr. and Mrs. Bishop when they get back from Houston. Late the next afternoon, Sheriff Pruitt and I rolled down a quiet Corsicana street to the address John Bishop had given us. Shady Rest turned out to be a shabby rooming house set next to a wide, weed-grown lot.
I'll buy you a new Winchester if this deal pans out, Jace.
Let's hope it costs you, Sheriff. Yeah, you better knock again.
Yes?
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Sheriff Pruitt of Glenwood, and I'm Ranger Pearson.
Well, howdy. I'm Ethel Hastings. Miss Ethel Hastings. I'm the owner here.
How do you do, Miss Hastings? I wonder if you could give us a little information.
Well, maybe. What you want to know?
We understand Mr. and Mrs. John Bishop are due back from Houston this afternoon. We were wondering if they've arrived yet.
You mean Duke and Belle Bishop? Huh. They have not arrived, and they're not going to.
What makes you so sure?
Because I evicted them, that's what.
Evicted them? When?
Day before yesterday morning.
Well, that's the morning of the same day the Courtright thing took place, Chase.
Yeah. Why were they evicted, ma'am?
Well, I'm patient, and I'm long-suffering. But I'm a woman alone in this world, and I have to look out for my own interests. That pair's been living off me half the winter and all spring, and there just had to be an end to it.
Non-payment of rent, eh? Would you say they were broke?
Well, if they wasn't, they sure had it hid good.
Any idea where they were going?
To perdition. I'll guarantee that, the way the two of them lolled around all the time, drinking and turning down offers for honest work.
Well, what I meant was, did they leave a forwarding address?
No, but they'll be sending me one as soon as they locate. You can count on that.
Well, you seem pretty sure, ma'am.
I am. They only had one thing of any value. Beat-up old trunk that they tried to sneak out to their car. The way they hollered when I locked it up for the back rent, it must be worth something. I told them they could send for it when they had my money.
You mind if we look at this trunk?
Well, now I don't want to do nothing wrong. But with the law with me, I guess it'd be all right, wouldn't it?
I think so, Miss Hastings.
Well, then come right this way with me.
What model rifle you want, Chase? Looks like I might be buying you one.
Just be dying to look at this trunk myself. What in the world those two could have that was that valuable? Now, it's right in the storeroom here. That's it. Right there.
Open her up, Sheriff. Let's see what's inside. There's nothing in the trunk except something wrapped in that old shirt. Let's see what it is.
Oh! God!
Can you beat that?
Oh! Cover it up, quick! Get it out of here! Get it out of here!
Oh, now calm yourself, ma'am. It isn't what it looks like.
It looks like a jug of alcohol to me with a baby in it. A baby with two heads.
Oh, my heart. My heart, where's my medicine? I gotta have my medicine.
Now, easy, ma'am. You're all right. That's a sideshow gadget. Just a rubber doll made to look like the real thing.
You mean it's a fake, Chase?
Sure, I've seen them in theatrical supply house catalogs. All sorts and sizes. Mummies, too.
Fake! Well, I might have known it. Anything that pair had to be no good. I suppose it don't have much value, does it, Ranger?
Do you? I'm afraid not. Not unless you want to join a sideshow.
Sideshow? Ranger, I'll have you to know I'm a respectable woman.
And you've been a very helpful one, too, Miss Hastings. Thanks. Come on, Sheriff.
That bottle was the blamedest thing I ever saw, Chase. What do you suppose the bishops had it for?
I bet they wish they had it now. You in the mood for a few days of traveling?
Anything that'll bring us up with the bishops.
Good thing we know where to start looking for them.
Do we, Chase?
Living in a cheap rooming house, running out of money towards spring, refusing jobs, that faked-up exhibit they tried to sneak out with them. Sheriff, you and I are going hunting for carnivals.
In just a moment, we will continue with Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McCrea as Ranger Jace Pearson.
It is absolutely imperative that our armed forces have an adequate reserve of blood plasma at all times. The only answer to this crisis is you, the American people, who have never failed in such an emergency. The Department of Defense urges every one of us to contribute blood plasma. Blood cannot be manufactured or cultivated. It must be given by human beings to save a life. Make an appointment right away to donate a pint of your blood. Then, know in your heart that you have saved a life.
We continue now with Tales of the Texas Rangers, and tonight's case, The Blow-Off, an authentic story from the files of the Texas Rangers.
Working from published carnival routes, Sheriff Pruitt and I tracked down one show after another without finding any trace of Duke Bishop and his wife. No showman's organization had ever heard of them. We were beginning to lose hope by the time we arrived at Rocky Pass, where a carnival company was working the annual Rocky County Fair.
Golly, Chase, did you ever see such a jam?
Carnivals are fun, Sheriff. That's what they're for.
Well, personally, I'm about fed up with them. And it looks like we're going to draw a blank here, too. No sign of a two-headed baby.
Well, we haven't checked that sideshow over there yet.
Another one? Do we have to?
They're getting kind of old to me now, too. This looks like a pit layout.
Is that good?
Well, it'll be the likeliest place for our pair to be working one of those fake baby exhibits.
If that's what they went back to. What do you mean, a pit layout, Jake?
Pit shows, they call them. A lot of acts and exhibits under one top. One admission for the bunch. They use pits instead of platforms to separate the performers from the audience.
What a business.
Come on, let's see if this show's got anything to interest us.
Extraordinary assemblage of marvels ever gathered together for the edification of mankind. Something of fascinating interest to any and each.
Mister.
You mean me, Ranger?
Mind stepping down here a moment? I'd like to ask you a couple of questions.
Instantly, Ranger, forthwith without delay. All right, step right up to the window, folks. The little lady would be happy to take your money. It's only 2 bits, 25 cents, a quarter part of $1. Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen of the law?
The sheriff and I are looking for a husband and wife team. We have reason to believe we're working a show like this.
Ranger, it's one of the puzzles of my long and checkered career why minions of the law insist upon hounding us hard-working conners.
This is the first case I've ever had to investigate in the show business, mister. I hope it's the last.
A commendable sentiment, Sheriff. Very commendable.
The people we're looking for probably operate some kind of an exhibit of what they claim is a two-headed baby in a jar of alcohol.
Hopscotches.
Huh? What's that?
Hopscotches. Not regular dyed-in-the-wool carnies. Grifters that keep switching from one show to another. They'd be the kind be using that ancient sucker bait.
Anything like that with this show?
A fake you can order out of a supply house by the dozen with this show? Absolutely not, Ranger.
How about in this tent? You got a lot of freaks?
Natural phenomena, Sheriff. Wonders of nature.
All right. Have you got a two-headed baby in there?
Not even a one-headed one. But there are some husband and wife teams. Now, just step over here with me and look them over for yourself.
Go ahead, Sheriff. Follow him. You might as well be sure.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right over here, Ranger. Excuse me, folks, excuse me. Now, Sheriff, we have here Zara, the world's heaviest human body. She requires the calorie intake of 10 normal adults.
I'm afraid she's not the one we're looking for.
Well, all right. Right over here next is her husband, the sword swallow.
We're not interested in him either.
Well, now, don't rush yourself, Sheriff. Don't rush. Be sure.
Look, but the bishops weren't performers. They operated an exhibit.
What did you say?
Duke and Belle Bishop. You know them?
Why, no.
The name mean anything to you?
No, nothing at all. Now, this gentleman over here is Serpentina, the rubber woman.
Hey, wait a minute. What's that over there?
Where?
Through that doorway, under the banner that says See and Believe.
Oh, that? That's the blow-off. Now, if you'll just
Now,
step
don't
this
be in
way
such a hurry, mister. What's a blow-off?
It's, it's an added attraction for which there's an extra admission charge.
Kind of a come-on, eh?
I suppose you could put it that way, Sheriff.
Just what is this added attraction?
Kind of a shocker. A woman without a head.
Alive?
Merely a cheap illusion, gentlemen.
Well, we'll take a look just the same. Come on, Sheriff.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this unfortunate woman sitting before you on this chair.
There he is, Sheriff. There's Bishop.
Well, I'll be darned. Jace, that Barker said this no-head business was an illusion. Look at them pipes and wires and stuff feeding into her neck. And she's moving. That must be Bishop's wife.
Don't think he's seen us yet. Come on.
This little lady would die in just about 60 seconds. Hey, Bell, duck quick, the Ranger.
Keep clear, folks.
Hold it,
They're ducking out under the tent, Jace. The canvas is loose here.
Out this way, Sheriff.
Don't see him, Jace.
There they go, Sheriff. Into the crowd out in the midway. Come on.
Hold it, Bishop.
Too many people here to risk gunplay. You gotta be careful.
Yeah. Watch it. He's going to fire, Jace. They're heading for the parking lot.
Yeah, I see them.
We lost him, Jace.
Yeah, they could hide in here all night with so many cars jammed together. Our ears are better than our eyes in a spot like this.
Hear anything?
Not yet. Hey, what's that?
There goes a car, but it ain't the one they had.
They probably stole this one, but it's them, all right.
They're heading right for the fairground fence.
Yeah, and they're gonna go through it.
Over to our car, quick. By the time we drive through the auto gate, they'll be long gone.
We aren't driving through the auto gate either.
Think you can hit that hole they made in the fence, Jace?
Watch me try. Brace yourself.
Oh, just like threading a needle.
Keep your eyes open for him while I get on the radio. Unit 10 to KTXA. Unit 10 to KTXA.
KTXA to Unit 10. Go ahead, Unit 10.
Unit 10 is pursuing a green new model four-door Nash sedan southbound on Highway 285, 2 miles south of Rocky Pass. Car is presumed stolen. The occupants are wanted for murder. Unit 10 requests roadblocks on all possible avenues of escape from this area.
Will do, Unit 10. KTXA Austin.
Although we drove at top speed, the pursuit ended at a Ranger roadblock 50 miles south of Rocky Pass. Units at the roadblock had not seen the described car, so we knew Duke and Bell Bishop had turned off on some tributary road before they reached the barricade. We turned back on Highway 285 to search for them.
There's the farm road I was talking about up ahead, Jace. They could have taken it.
Yeah, pretty sparsely settled country out west of here. Let's take a look, Sheriff.
Sit tight, Jace. I'll check it.
See anything, Sheriff?
Well, this looks like it, Jace. Fresh tire tracks. Somebody made an awful fast turn off the highway. Direction of travel is right, too.
Maybe our luck's changing, Sheriff. Let's find out. The road's sure getting rough.
Yeah, it's beginning to get dark. If we don't get a line on that pair pretty soon, Jace, they may dodge us altogether.
I don't think so, Sheriff. They've been giving us a bad time, and they may give us a worse one, but the department's got this whole area isolated.
Before we're through, we may wish we had your trailer and our horses.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, too.
KTXA to Unit 10.
That's us, isn't it?
KTXA to Unit 10.
Yeah. Unit 10 to KTXA. Go ahead.
Highway Patrol Unit 402 reports contact with subject's car 11 miles west of Highway 285. Second dirt road to left off of Farm Road 971. Subjects maintaining excessive speed on nearly impassable road. Unit 402 requests backing.
We passed the second dirt road to the left yet, Sheriff?
No. Oh, wait. Looks like one at the bottom of this hill.
Yeah. 10-4, Unit 10, approaching turnoff to Farm Road 971 now. Relay to Unit 402. We're coming behind him. Unit 10, clear.
10-4. KTXA Austin.
Hang on, Sheriff. Looks like a bad turn. The dust has settled, but you can still smell it in the air.
Yeah. The highway patrol car got to be just up ahead.
Yeah, and he's right behind Bishop and his wife. How's your shooting eye?
Pretty tolerable, Jerry. But I could do with a little practice.
You're apt to get it. Now, reach my rifle out of the back seat.
All right.
Get a shot, Sheriff. Try for the tires. If they don't stop then, try for the best target you can get.
Okay, Jace.
You'll have to smell the dust in the air now. You can see it.
Jace, look out. The road is dead ending.
Tracks keep right on into the brush. So are we.
Oh, what are you stopping for? You see something?
Look, in that little gully.
The highway patrol car. I'm inside.
Watch yourself, Sheriff. Keep that rifle ready.
No sign of the other car.
Its tracks keep right on through the brush. Here. Give me a hand with this top door. Gotta get the patrolman out of there.
Let me get his feet.
Easy now, Sheriff. Lift him out flat. Like he was on a stretcher. Now, down on this patch of grass.
Is he bad off, Jace?
Yeah. Some abrasions and probably a mild concussion. And you got a nasty lump on the side of his head.
Glad it isn't any worse. What do we do, Jace?
I'm going to radio for an ambulance to pick him up.
Then we'll have to stay here and wait for it.
It's too dark to do much tracking in this brush anyway. We'll night it here. By morning, we're going to have us those horses you were wishing we'd brought along. The highway patrolman was not seriously injured. During the night, our horses were towed into us, and by sunrise, the sheriff and I were in the saddle working toward other mounted rangers, closing in on Duke and Bell Bishop from the opposite side. We found their car, and much later in the day, followed their tracks to a small, dilapidated ranch house. Whoa, Sharky.
Oh, boy. Yeah, somebody's home there. Smoke's in the chimney.
Yeah. But listen, Sheriff.
You mean that old cow talking?
Yeah. What's it sound like she's saying?
She sounds like somebody forgot to milk her this morning.
Would a rancher forget something like that?
What are you driving at, Jace?
Suppose somebody put the rancher out of commission so he couldn't take care of the cow.
And a minute ago, I was ready to ride right up to that front door.
Yeah, I'll leave the horses here. We'll work the rest of the way on foot.
It's going to be ticklish business. If they're in there, they probably got their hands on every gun in the house.
I got a hunch they may try to bluff it out till we actually bust in on them. You take the front door. I'll cut around to the back. Whichever way they break, then, we'll have them.
We better have a signal so I know when to rush the front, Jace.
I'll make you rush if you hear a shot or if I holler. Whichever's first.
Right. Good luck.
Same to you, Sheriff. We'll both need it. Approaching that house without cover or real knowledge of what lay behind the doors is the kind of work officers do only because it's part of their jobs. Death is close, and they know it.
I told you to stay by those back windows.
I'm scared. Maybe there's rangers all around us. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, maybe we better. We're not together. You take the back way.
Both of you, stay right where you are.
Look out, Sheriff!
Come on, out in front with you. No. There. I want to gag you like that couple lying there in the corner. Now, out on the front porch. You hit that, Sheriff?
Nick in the arm.
Here, you. Get your arms around this porch post. Those cuffs will keep you out of mischief.
Bishop pulled up behind that watering trough.
Yeah, I'll flush him out. Bishop, I'm giving you a chance. Come out from behind there with your hands up. You hear me?
Come and get me, Ranger.
Okay, I will.
Did he give up, Chase?
I'm afraid he did, Sheriff. Permanently.
Duly tried in the county courts at Glenwood, Texas, Belle Bishop was found guilty as an accessory in the murder of Jim Courtright. Her sentence, 50 years in the women's prison at Goree.
Next week, Joel McCrea in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McCrea is currently seen starring in the Universal International Technicolor production Cattle Drive. The cast included Tony Barrett, Eddie Marr, Gerald Moore, Betty Lou Gerson, Ed Begley, and Jeanette Nolan. Technical advisor was Captain M.T. Lone Wolf Gonzalez of the Texas Rangers. This story was transcribed and adapted by Tom Blackburn, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. This is Hal Gibney speaking.
It's the Silver Jubilee on NBC. Today, it's The Big Show, with guest stars including Mary McCarty, Dane Clark, Martha Scott, Phil Foster, and your charming hostess, Tallulah Bankhead. Then join in the fun on the sparkling Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. Later, Theater Guild on the Air brings you the Broadway musical Allegro, starring Jane Powell, John Lund, and Kenny Delmar. Keep tuned to the NBC Radio Network, now entering its second quarter century as the leader in radio entertainment. Next, it's The Big Show. All this and Tallulah 2 on NBC.
Wheaties presents Joel McCrea in Tales of the Texas Rangers. On stage tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another in the Wheaties big parade of exciting half-hour presentations. Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McCrea as Ranger Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles. And 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. From the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Tonight's case, the Broken Spur.
Saturday night, June 5th, 1948. The time, 10 p.m. On a small ranch 10 miles south of Cranston, Irwin County, Texas, Milton Thomas was counting a large sum of money, preparatory to locking it up for the night. As he was counting, his dog Rags appeared to be nervous. Thomas tried to quiet him.
Rags, stop that. You're making me count wrong. 50, 100... What in Sam Hill's the matter with you tonight? Now stop it. Quiet, Rags. Down. Who's there?
Casey,
What do you want, Casey?
I want to talk to you.
Seems to me it's awful late at night to be knocking at people's doors. Now, if it's about that
All right,
long...
get back in the room.
That gun, what are you trying to do?
Get your dog back or I'll...
Rags!
Get back or you'll get the same thing.
Rags!
Get away from that dog. Give me that money.
No, I won't.
Don't you ask for it?
No, don't take it.
Get up. Let go of my legs.
No.
I said let go.
No.
All right, then.
Tales of the Texas Rangers will continue in just a moment.
If you've got a job to do tomorrow, partner, get your Wheaties. Sure, Breakfast of Champions is for you, just like it's for Ralph Kiner, pride of the Pittsburgh Pirates. You may not play ball for a living, but whatever your job is tomorrow, you can do it better on a better breakfast. And it's a better breakfast you're starting with Wheaties. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Yes, whole wheat. Good, sound, whole wheat. Plump and ripe and bursting with vitamins and minerals and protein for your vitality, your energy, your working power. So tumble the Wheaties out of the package, pour on the milk, put on the fruit, pick up the spoon, and smile. You're eating good to be feeling good. Breakfast of Champions for people who are going places. Are you ready? Try 'em. See how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
At 10:30 the same night, Milton Thomas's house was discovered on fire. The Cranston Fire Department was called. Next morning, the local sheriff, making a routine investigation, discovered the burnt remains of a broken chair next to Thomas's body. He ordered an autopsy. The results prompted him to call the Texas Rangers. Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned to the case and arrived at the scene of the fire early that afternoon.
Well, howdy, Ranger. I'm Sheriff Taxon.
Howdy. My name's Jace Pearson.
Come on, I'll show you the house. Or what's left of it. All right, folks, step back, please.
Shouldn't have all these people walking around here, Sheriff. Ruin any footprints there might be.
I had my deputy here just a few minutes ago, Pearson. I sent him down to get some coffee. All right, folks, step back away from the house, all of you. Now get back to the fence, please. All burned out except for the walls, but you may find something.
You said when you called you didn't think it was an accident.
I've been sheriff here for 18 years, and I'll stake my reputation it wasn't. It was arson to cover murder.
Based that on the autopsy?
Yep. Coroner couldn't find any traces of carbon granules in the bronchial passages or lungs, and only the normal amount of carbon monoxide in the lungs.
Indicating Milt Thomas wasn't breathing when the fire started.
Right. This was the front door. Burned off the hinges and fell out.
That's funny.
What?
The lock on this door. Special kind. Takes a key on both sides. When the door is shut, you have to have a key to get out of the house as well as in.
Oh, that, yeah. Milt was a funny old galoot. Had them put on both doors. The windows had trick locks, too.
Why?
Well, folks say he kept a lot of money in the house. Maybe just a story.
This lock's still working. Let's look at the back door.
Oh, here's what's left of Milt's old iron safe.
Was it open like that when you found it?
Yep. Empty, too.
This lock's not forced or broken.
Kind of hard to tell much about anything after the roof fell in.
Yeah, it's a mess, all right. Same kind of lock here on the back door. It's working, too.
Meaning whoever started the fire was locked in?
Well, look here. Whoever it was, here's where he went out. See that window glass outside on the ground? Let's climb out and look. See? The heat didn't break it. It's not crazed. It was knocked out from inside.
And do you think the killer was trapped inside?
Could have been, after he set fire to the place. How about footprints, Sheriff?
Oh, there's thousands of them. Volunteer firemen tramping around all during the fire.
Wait, here's something.
Huh. Looks like a spur rowel.
That's exactly what it is. Broken off a spur. Right below where the window was.
Maybe busted off by a man jumping out the window with his tail feathers on fire?
Maybe.
I don't envy you none, Pearson.
How come?
Well, as a clue, the spur rowel's probably mighty important.
But what, Sheriff?
I was just thinking. There probably ain't over 10 million spurs in the state of Texas with rowels just like the one you got there in your hand.
Well, your figure may be a little high, Sheriff, but I get your point.
Hey, Jack. Yeah, what do you think you're doing, Jack?
What's the matter, Sheriff?
You know darn well what's the matter. I told you to keep back.
I was just looking around.
Well, stop kicking around those ashes. And the rest of you. That's evidence you're tramping on.
We didn't mean no harm.
Now listen, all of you. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. How'd you like it if we thought one of you was the criminal, coming back to the scene of the crime and deliberately trying to destroy evidence? Oh. Okay, then, get back or get off the property altogether.
Books say that's generally not true, Sheriff.
Huh?
About the criminal in the scene of the crime. Happens only once in 1,000 times.
Oh, I know it. I just want to throw a scare into him.
I see. Oh, by the way, who was that fellow you were talking to?
Him? His name's Casey. Jack Casey.
The sheriff and I went over the yard thoroughly, but any footprints the murderer might have left were trampled out by the firemen and the onlookers. Finally, some distance from the house, I found the place I was looking for.
Sheriff?
Huh?
Come over here.
What is it?
Look, here's where he took off from.
Hoofprints. Dug out in an awful hurry, too.
And his horse tethered to this tree. Seems to me any man who had legitimate business at the house would have tied up closer.
Yeah, that's logical.
Well, look here. Horse chewed on the tree. Might be a cribber. We find our man, we'll likely find a horse that chews on his feed bin.
See, these tracks head west toward Snake Creek.
You got a horse, Sheriff?
I can get one.
Good. I'll get mine out of the trailer. We're going to follow those hoof prints. Hold it, Sheriff. Keep your horse off that bank.
Why? What's the matter?
Boot prints. Good, fresh ones.
Oh, I thought for a minute you'd seen a moccasin. This stream's full of cottonmouths.
I'll take my kit and make some plaster molds of these prints. He dismounted here and led his horse across.
Yeah, probably afraid of slipping on those flat, mossy rocks.
Small foot, about size 7 or 8, I'd say. Odd track pattern, too. Not likely he was toting a heavy load. Probably a fat man.
Fat?
Yeah, look at his tracks. Deep, even in the dry places.
I make tracks as deep as those, way over 200, but I ain't exactly fat.
No, you're not fat, Sheriff. But what size boot do you wear?
11 and a half.
You ever see a man your height make a footprint this small?
Come to think of it, I don't suppose I ever did.
Oh, wait a minute. That man who was poking around the ashes back at the house. Casey, was it?
Yeah, Jack Casey.
What about him?
He's fat. Sheriff, was he driving a car or riding?
In case he was riding his old paint mare.
Say, she's a cribber.
Then I'm going to need a warrant. As soon as I get this mold, I'm heading for town. Sheriff, either the books are wrong, or this Casey is 1 in 1,000.
Operator, this is Jack Casey again. What about that call I've been trying to get through for the last hour and a half? Yeah, Money, Texas, the Delta Sawmill Company. I know it's Sunday, but somebody's bound to be. Who's that?
Oh, Jack! What are you doing with that gun?
Oh, it's you. Operator. Hello, operator. You said you'd call me back every 20 minutes. It was over half hour last time. Well, keep trying.
Jack, who are you trying to call? And what are you doing with your shotgun?
Leave me alone, Martha.
Where you been since noon? You were supposed to meet me at the Tate's for dinner.
I know it, but... Who's that?
Who is it?
Texas Ranger.
What? Jack, what have you done? Put that gun away.
Get in the back room.
You ain't fixing to shoot him, are you?
If I have to.
Jack, don't do it. Please, Jack, don't be...
Hold it, Ranger. Stay where you are.
Put that gun down, Casey.
You're not coming in here.
I got a warrant here says I can. And I am.
Jack, put it down.
Let go of that barrel.
Grab it, Ranger.
Give me that.
You all right, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Shotgun's a nasty thing to carry around cocked. I'll just take this. I want to look around a little. That's your bedroom?
Yeah.
Come on. Paint mare outside yours?
Yes, it is.
Are these your boots?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you break this spur?
Huh? Well, didn't know it was broken.
I'll take these boots along.
You want me to get it, Jack?
No.
Isn't somebody going to answer it?
Yeah, sure. Hello? What? Never mind, cancel it.
You better come along with me, Casey.
What's this all about, Ranger? Where are you taking Jack?
He thinks somebody killed Milt Thomas. To be exact, he thinks I did.
No.
You seem to know some of the answers.
Some of them. Before we go, Ranger, I'd like to ask you one question.
Sure.
What time did this so-called murder take place?
About 10 o'clock last night.
10 o'clock? Well, that's
I'll
when we were...
handle this, Martha. Suppose I can prove where I was last night.
We're just as anxious to prove a man innocent as guilty, Casey. Do you have any witnesses?
About 300 of them. At 10 o'clock last night, I was sitting in the Cranston High School auditorium watching my niece graduate.
In just a moment, we continue with Tales of the Texas Rangers starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson.
If a man rides herd on 100 head of cattle all day, first he needs his Wheaties. Yes, and if a man sits behind a big desk and pushes buttons on his job, first he needs his Wheaties. And listen, Mama, you too. If you keep track of a couple of growing up kids and wash dishes and make beds on your job, first you need your Wheaties. Yup, whatever your job, wherever you work, Wheaties can help. Whether you run a machine or pound a typewriter or play baseball for a living, first you need your Wheaties. Because here is whole wheat with the rich, full-bodied energy of whole wheat. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. That's why Wheaties give so much. Vitamins, minerals, protein. Wheaties have them, and they're for you. Pour the Wheaties into the cereal bowl, add the milk, add the fruit, and dig right in. Do that at 7, and see how much better you're working when 11 a.m. rolls around. Yes, try them every morning, crisp and tempting, and see if I'm not right. See if a better breakfast with the whole wheat nourishment of Wheaties doesn't make a pleasant difference in your morning's work. See if milk, fruit, Wheaties isn't honest and truly breakfast of champions. See yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
Casey stuck to the alibi that he'd been at the graduation the night before, but I already had enough evidence to take him in. While the sheriff was out asking questions around town, I tried to break down Casey's story.
I tell you I was there.
All right, take it easy, Casey. Let's assume for a minute you were. And how do you count for the boot prints made by your boots and found near the scene of the crime?
Lots of people wear boots. Could have been anybody.
I'm afraid not. You see, I made plaster casts of those prints, and the boots, the ones you admitted were yours, matched the prints to the last nail mark.
Well, I've tramped around this part of the country a lot of times. They could have been old prints.
These were fresh prints. Well, what about it?
I don't know.
All right, then. What about the rowel we found just outside Thomas' house? One broken off your spur.
I don't know anything about that either.
There's no point in withholding information, Casey. You know we'll find out about it sooner or later.
How you doing, Pearson? Casey decided to come clean?
Not yet. What about the niece, Sheriff?
The neighbors say she and her family left on a vacation early this morning.
You know anything about that, Casey?
No. Too bad. Because I've had several interesting chats. Casey, I've just talked to 4 people who were at the graduation exercises last night. 4 people who know you. And not one of them remembers seeing you there.
I was at the high school last night, I tell you.
Casey, the sheriff's talked to 4 people who didn't see you. Well, who did?
I don't know. It was dark in the auditorium.
Didn't you speak to anybody?
No. Thing had already started. And... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I talked to one of the ushers.
What was his name?
Wasn't a him, it was a her. One of the high school girls. She was wearing a long pink dress.
Sheriff, who's the principal of the high school?
Mr. Schott. Warren Schott.
All right, lock Casey up. I'm going to find out who the ushers were, and especially the little girl with the long pink dress.
Why, yes, sir. I remember Mr. Casey being there with Mrs. Casey.
Are you sure, LMA? This is very important.
Well, sure, I'm sure. They came in late and had to wait until the invocation was over. And then he asked for an aisle seat. He said he couldn't climb over people. He's so... well, you know.
Yeah, I know. And he didn't leave at any time during the exercises?
Not until near the end. They left just before the recessional while everybody was standing and singing the class song.
What time was that?
Oh, a few minutes before 11.
All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Was I any help, Ranger?
Yes, LMA. You were a big help. I was stuck. It looked like I was going to have to release Casey. Then I remembered something. The phone call that came in while I was out at Casey's place. The one he'd been reluctant to answer. I dropped by the Cranston telephone office.
This is the call you wanted, Ranger.
What was it?
Mr. Jack Casey placed a call to the Delta Sawmill Company in Monee, Texas at 2:22 p.m. today. There was no answer, and when the Monee operator did get through, she called back at 3:40. But Mr. Casey had canceled it.
Do you know who the call was for?
Oh, yes, sir. It was person to person to Mr. Ben Casey.
Ben Casey?
Mr. Jack Casey's son.
Son? Well, do you know him?
I used to.
When?
Well, we went to high school together. Some of my girlfriends and I used to go places with Ben's bunch, but my mother made me stop. She said he wasn't the kind of boy that girls should run around with.
I see.
And he finally left home. Couldn't get along with his stepmother.
Oh, then Mrs. Casey's not his mother.
Oh, no, Ranger. They used to fight. Oh.
Go on. This may be very important.
Well, I heard that she and Ben fought all the time, and then one day after they had a big fight, Ben packed up and left.
Well, when was this?
I reckon it was a couple of years ago. He went down to Monee then and got a job at that sawmill there.
What does this Ben look like?
He's a spitting image of his father, and just as fat, too.
Have you seen him lately?
I saw him at the bus station. His father came and picked him up.
When?
Let's see, day before yesterday. Friday.
doubt now why Jack Casey wasn't talking. He was protecting his own son. I put a call through to Mrs. Casey and met her at the sheriff's office.
I ain't saying this because he ain't my flesh and blood, Ranger, but Ben's bad through and through. I might have knowed he was the one killed Milt Thomas.
Mrs. Casey, tell me about Ben. He came in Friday, didn't he?
Yeah. Come in on the bus and stayed over Saturday. He wanted to borrow money. He's always broke. Gambles.
That's right, Pearson. Picked him up a couple of times for gambling.
Go on, Miss Casey.
Well, like I say, he wanted to borrow $50 from Jack, but Jack didn't have it. He just paid off a note to Milt Thomas, and he was kind of strapped.
Oh, your husband owed Thomas money?
Yes, but it was the last payment. Jack was joking about how Thomas always wanted cash money, didn't trust checks.
Did Ben hear him say this?
He sure did, Sheriff. And then he sulked around all day Saturday until we was getting ready to go to the commencement that night. And just before we left, he said he was going to use Jack's horse to go for a ride.
At night?
Yeah, seems strange to me, too. And then he asked could he borrow a pair of Jack's boots. He was wearing flat heel shoes.
They wear the same size?
Oh, have, ever since I can remember. Well, anyway, we went on to the graduation, and when we got home, the mare was in the barn, still saddled, all sweaty. Looked like she'd been run almost to death. And Jack's boots were tossed on the floor, and Ben was gone.
All right, Miss Casey. That's all for now, and thanks.
You're welcome.
Come on, Sheriff. We're going on a little trip. Sheriff Taxon and I piled into my car and headed for Monee. As soon as we got out on the highway, I put in a call to my headquarters. Unit 10 to KTXA. Unit 10 to KTXA.
KTXA to Unit 10. Go ahead, Unit 10.
Unit 10 leaving Cranston State Highway 22 en route to Monee. Investigating murder suspect believed in vicinity of Delta Sawmill. We'll keep KTXA informed. Unit 10, 10-4.
Okay. KTXA, Austin. KTXA,
Sheriff,
Austin,
you know young Casey by sight, don't you?
I watched him grow up.
Good. If he's gone and we have to comb for him, I don't want to turn up the wrong fat man again.
Oh, you'd know him now, after seeing his father. Except for age, they're the same.
You mean except for age and the fact that the young one's a murderer? When we reached the sawmill, the moon was up. A full moon. There was a light burning through the window of one shack at the edge of the camp. We pulled up there and got out of the car and went in.
Well, howdy, Ranger, Sheriff.
All right. We're looking for a man named Casey.
Ben Casey?
Yeah, you around?
I don't know for sure. Sleeps in the big bunkhouse down the line.
Which bunk?
I'll show you if you like.
Fine. Sheriff, maybe you better take a look through the mess hall. Fat boy like him might be fixing a late snack. If you don't find him, come up and meet me. And if you do find him, call me before you try and take him.
Right.
Bunkhouse is this way.
No light in the place.
Well, some of the boys was going into town for a moonlight dance. Don't know if Ben went with them or not.
Has he been packing any money that you know of?
Well, oh, yeah, come to think of it, he had quite a bit. Said he hit it lucky in a dice game and that... Well, he did get it in the dice game, didn't he?
If he did, the other fellow never got a chance to roll him.
Oh? Well, here we are. I'll light this lamp for you. Ben sleeps in that third bunk on the right.
Thanks. I'll wait for him.
All right, I'll get back to my books and just entering a shipment that's being hauled out tonight. That's why you found me working.
Go ahead. But if you see Casey, don't mention I'm here. The foreman went back to his shack, and I ripped Ben Casey's bunk apart. There was nothing in the bunk or the covering. I dragged the footlocker out from underneath and was bending over it when...
All right, Ranger, up with it, and don't turn around.
They're up.
What are you doing here?
If you're Ben Casey, you know what I'm doing. This is the end of the road, boy.
I'll take that lantern.
I'd be careful with that, Ben. Remember what happened the last time you dropped a lantern?
You're pretty smart, ain't you, mister? But I'm smart, too. Here's a present for you.
The lantern hit the edge of the bunk, and the flaming kerosene splashed over me. I beat the flames out with my hands and dove for the door. He'd rammed something against the outside of it. When I forced it open, I stumbled over a heavy log bench he'd used as a barricade.
Hey, Ranger, what is it?
Casey! You see him, Sheriff?
Well, somebody went off that way, toward the rail siding.
Let's go! We spotted him swinging up the side of a flat car as the train hit the main line and started to roll. We grabbed onto one of the last cars and scrambled to the top and started to work our way forward.
There he is, about 5 cars ahead.
I can't see him. Kerosene scorched my eyes.
He can see us all right and shoot.
Drop flat. We'll crawl up on him. He can't go any farther than the length of the train.
There he goes. He's jumping.
I see him. I'm going after him.
Well, I'm coming with you. He's breaking through the wheel. Pearson, you all right? Where are you?
Get down, Sheriff.
Drop.
Can you see him?
No, but he's close. About 10 yards in, not moving. Keep low. We're silhouetted good against this clearing.
What you doing, Pearson?
Taking off my jacket. See if you can find a stick about 5 feet long.
Well, here's a dead branch. This do?
Fine. Give it to me.
What you fixing to do?
I'm going to put this branch through my coat sleeves like this. Here. When I tell you, hold it up.
I get it. Something for him to shoot at, huh?
Right. I'll fire at his gun flash.
All right, Casey. Come on with your hands up. This is your last chance, Casey.
Okay, Sheriff. Lift the coat.
You got him. Come on.
Don't shoot, Ranger. Don't kill me. Oh, please give me a chance.
Like you gave Milt Thomas? It was a short train ride, Casey, but I got a hunch you'll get a longer one soon. Come on.
Then Casey confessed to the murder of Milt Thomas. On August 2nd, 1948, he entered Huntsville Penitentiary. His sentence, life imprisonment.
Joe McRae, that was a great show tonight. Wheaties and I are proud of you.
Thank you, Frank. I like to please the customers.
Well, now, so do I. Take Wheaties, for instance.
Frank, are you going to say that Wheaties taste good?
Well, yes, I was going to touch on that.
And are you going to say that Wheaties are good for people?
Yes, I was going to say just that.
Anything else?
Well, no, I guess that just about covers it, Joel. Except
telling people to get some.
That's it. How'd you know?
Well, that's easy, Frank. I'm a Wheaties eater myself.
You hear that, folks? You, too, can be a Wheaties eater. As early as tomorrow morning. Breakfast of champions, you know. Get some.
Next week, Joel McRae in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. This story was transcribed and adapted by David Bruce and was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. Hal Gibney speaking.
And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen Monday night to Frank Lovejoy and Night Beat on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then.
Tomorrow there's good listening with the Summer Symphony on NBC. It's National Wheaties Week. Yes, it's National Wheaties Week, and Wheaties present Joel McRae in Tales of the Texas Rangers. On stage tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another in the Wheaties Big Parade of exciting half-hour presentations. of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles. And 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. From the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Tonight's case, Fool's Gold.
Shortly after 9 a.m. on the Tuesday after Labor Day, 1946. Two men in a late-model black sedan cruised slowly along the main street of the town of Live Oak in West Texas.
All right. Let's go over it once more.
We've been over it 20 times, Foy. Let's get it done.
I ain't taking a chance on you making any mistakes.
I ain't making mistakes. Think I want to go back to Huntsville again? Haven't done anything but case this bank since I got out of the pen a month ago.
You sure there's no guard?
No, I told you. Town like this. Ain't got but 2 tellers in the cage. Got an alarm system, though.
One of them moves for an alarm, start blasting.
How are we going to hide out afterwards?
You leave that to me. We'll beat our way back to where I've been working. Roundup will be starting tomorrow. I'll get the old man to take you on until things cool off.
That's good.
Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna suspect a poor working cowpoke. Here we are. You keep me covered while I cash the check.
Yeah. Bet they ain't never cashed a check like that before.
Shut up.
Howdy, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Cash this.
Sure thing. What? Pass over $5,000.
Come on, and don't move funny or I'll blast you.
Robbers!
They're robbers, you crazy old... Ah! Let's get out of here. We'll drop anybody who gets in the way. Come on, Commons, hurry. Get in. And they're pouring out of that place back there.
They'll have to roll fast to get us.
Look out. Car's coming out of that side street. Let them look out. You're going to hit.
Look at that poor child. There's blood all over him. Look at
Bleeding. Gotta get out. Gotta get away.
Hey, the driver of the sedan is alive. He's still alive. Look at that poor little boy.
Your head's cut bad, mister. You better...
Get away from me. Get away from me.
Look out, he's got a gun.
Partner, it's National Wheaties Week. It's celebrating time, and I'll tell you why. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Think what that means. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. Now, doesn't that say vitamins and minerals and energy? Energy worth talking about? Sure, first thing in the morning, Wheaties and milk and fruit. Join me tomorrow. See how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
Texas Highway Patrol threw a guard around the wrecked cars and notified the Texas Rangers of the attempted bank holdup and the fatal crash. Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned to the case.
Howdy, Jace. Glad to see you.
Howdy, Rhodes. Pretty bad. Who got here first?
I did. Was patrolling near Landmar when the call came through.
Which one was the bandit car?
It's a black sedan.
Who was in the coupe?
Man and his kid. They took away. You didn't miss anything by not seeing it, Jace.
Where are the bodies?
The doctor had him taken to the hospital basement.
How about the bank teller?
He's alive, but he's unconscious. Deputy sheriff's with him. One of the stick-up men got killed in the crash, you know.
Yeah. Been able to find the driver?
No, not yet. Cut down that street and into the hills, according to witnesses. Sheriff has the dogs and posse after him.
Who owns the sedan?
Don't know yet, Jace. We're checking on it.
Let's have a look at it.
Okay.
Blood on both sides, steering wheel, too. Means the driver must have been shot on his head or his hand.
Had a gash in his scalp.
Yeah. Hit the windshield on this side. And a couple of hairs stuck to the jagged edge. A dark brown.
Yeah. The druggist got a good look at him. Saw the whole thing from his store. Came out to help and almost got shot.
Is he around?
Yeah, he's right over there. Mr. Reber.
Yeah?
A ranger wants to talk to you. Let him through, will you, boys?
Yes, sir?
You see the man who was driving the sedan?
Yeah, saw him up close.
Call coming in on our car radios. Jace, will you excuse me?
Sure, Rhodes. What do he look like?
6 feet, maybe. Built solid. Boots, jeans, and work shirt. Of course, that could fit 1,000 men, but this one had a couple of gold teeth right in the middle of his mouth.
Gold teeth, huh? Anything else?
Nope, except for a bad cut on his head.
Bad enough to need stitching?
Sure was.
Got a flash on the sedan, Jace. It was stolen during the night or early this morning over in Rankin.
I thought so. We better get over at the hospital. I'll call headquarters and have a lab man sent down to go over the car for fingerprints.
Not easy to lift him from that car. Get pretty smeared with all the blood around.
Yeah. And even if you do get him, you still got to find the man that goes with him.
Here's the body, gentlemen. Lift the sheet if you want.
Anything on him, Doctor?
Nothing at all. Not even a mark that might identify him. Don't want to see the father and the child, do you?
No, that wouldn't help. Rhodes, we can fingerprint this one. Might help us find his pal that way.
Yeah.
You can do me a favor, Doc.
Sure.
The killer who got away cut himself on this glass. Before I send it to Austin, I'd like to get his blood type from it. Can you do it now?
Sure. Come upstairs to the lab in 15 minutes. Have it for you by then.
Thanks.
That blood type will give you something to go on, Jace.
I hope we don't need it. I wish there was some word from the sheriff's posse.
If they had him, I'm afraid we'd have heard by now.
Yeah. I might as well walk over to the sheriff's office while we're waiting for the doc.
We can go through the next room and up the front stairs.
Okay.
That's the kid's mother.
Did you come to see my boy and my husband? Did you know?
No, ma'am. I didn't.
Maybe you ought to go home for a while, man.
Why should I go home? There's nobody there now. He wanted his daddy to be the one to take him to school. He was just being registered. First day.
Take it easy, ma'am.
We were so proud of him. All last night he slept with his little red pencil box in his hand. I just bought it for him Saturday. Never even learned to write his name.
Nothing we can do to help her, Chase.
Not here. No. Could be my wife and kid. Or yours.
Yeah.
Any more on the bank teller?
Deputy reported he's still unconscious. We can look in the room when we get back to the hospital after. Hey, look. It's part of the sheriff's posse.
Hey, you find him?
Who? No. Followed a blood trail cross country, but he made the river and we lost him. No chance of getting him now.
The fingerprint crew from the lab flew in and went to work on the car in the hands of the dead bandit. Highway Patrolman Rhodes waited for the report while I went back to see the doctor at the hospital. You got it yet, Doc?
Just finished. Blood type's AB.
AB, huh? Don't come across that very often.
No, it's very rare. About one in... Oh, excuse me, Ranger.
Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, I'll be right in. What? Yeah, he's here now. I'll tell him. Goodbye. That was the deputy from the bank teller's room. Teller just died.
Unconscious all the way?
Nope, came to for just a second before he passed on.
Did he say anything?
Nothing you don't already know, Ranger. The man who shot him had gold teeth.
It was night before the fingerprint crew found anything. I unloaded my horse Charcoal from the car trailer and was watering and feeding him at a livery stable when Highway Patrolman Rhodes brought over the reports. Come on, boy. Come on.
Well, Chase, we know who the dead one is.
Let's see. John Commons served 4 years Huntsville armed robbery. No family, no known associates since leaving penitentiary.
That's no help for finding the other one.
No, could have known him before he went to prison or after. Anything on the car?
Yeah, here.
Lots of prints, but no clear ones, except a full thumb impression on the cap of the gas tank.
Haven't got anything on that print yet, though. Whoever it is, he has no record in Texas.
He will have. FBI may have something on him. I'm not going to wait around here, though.
I don't like it either. But which way can you go?
Both ways. Car was stolen in Rankin. That's west. I'll head back that way. You take the highway east.
You got a plan?
Something will keep us busy while we're waiting for a report on that thumbprint. Check every doctor along the way and see if any of them have stitched a head wound for a man with gold teeth. For a good part of the night and half the next day, I covered the towns and the back roads between towns, country doctors and emergency hospitals. But none of them had seen the man I was after. Then finally, KTXI in San Angelo came through.
KTXI calling Unit 10. KTXI calling Unit 10.
Unit 10 to KTXI. Go ahead, KTXI.
Have report for Unit 10 on thumbprint found on gas cap of stolen car. Subject known as Robert Tromer. Believed to be in or near Santa Rita. May be working there. Occupation, automobile mechanic.
Unit 10 presently located Regan County, 40 miles from Santa Rita. Will continue investigation. Unit 10, 10-4. It was almost sundown when I reached Santa Rita. Robert Tromer wasn't hard to locate. The local constable told me where I could find him. A service station about a mile out on the highway. I drove out there.
Howdy, Ranger.
Howdy. Your name, Tromer?
Yeah?
And turn off that water and dry off your hands. Where were you yesterday morning at 9 o'clock?
I was right here working. Why?
You sure you weren't in the Drover's Bank at Live Oak?
Of course I wasn't.
Wasn't, huh? Move over here under the light. All right, now smile.
What?
I said smile. Say you weren't at Live Oak yesterday morning, huh?
You heard me.
Those gold teeth say you were.
Look, Ranger,
The bank teller's dead, Tromer. So is a 5-year-old kid and his father. And your pal Commons.
I don't know what you're talking about, Ranger.
Try remembering, Tromer. You got a cut on your head. Take your hat off and let's have a look at that.
Sure, I'll take my hat off. Well, you're looking, Ranger. You see any cut?
No. No, Tromer, I don't see any cut.
So if the guy you're looking for has a cut on his head, Ranger, it ain't me.
Happy National Wheaties Week, everybody. From the Wheaties people, from me, and right now from the man stepping up to our microphone from backstage, the hard-working director of Tales of the Texas Rangers, Mr. Stacy Keach. Well, how's it seem, Stacy?
Gosh, Frank, this doesn't seem like work. Now, imagine getting paid for this. It seems like fun to be able to get up here and talk about Wheaties.
Well, it is fun, you know, and particularly on National Wheaties Week.
It certainly is. And, folks, backstage, we're celebrating just like we hope you are. Nothing dramatic, you know, just Wheaties with milk and fruit first thing in the morning. An all-star cast if I ever saw one. Try Wheaties yourself, so we'll know you're listening. They're great.
Sure are, Stacy. And thanks for talking for us on National Wheaties Week.
I took Tromer with me and drove back to Live Oak. There was no cut on his head, but he fitted everything else. His print matched the one on the gas cap. I stopped at the hospital, and Tromer consented to have his blood type taken.
When the doc gets through testing that, he'll only tell you what I told you before. My blood type is O.
Come in.
You sent for me, Ranger?
Yeah, Mr. Raver. You ever see this man before?
He looks like the fella.
Why, you...
Hold it. Now sit down. Well, Mr. Raver, is he or isn't he?
I've seen him before.
Where? Was he the man who climbed out of that wreck?
Look, mister, maybe you did see me before. I run a gas station 30 miles down the highway. You might have seen me there. But you didn't see me here yesterday.
How about it, Mr. Raver?
Ranger, I'm not sure. After all, fella that got out of the car had a gun in his hand and blood all over his face. All I remember is them gold teeth.
I ain't the only man in the world with gold teeth.
You may be telling the truth, Ranger. You're after a blood type AB. This man's blood is pretty common. Type O, like he said.
The case against Tromer was falling apart in my hands. I only had one thing left, his fingerprint, tying him with the stolen sedan. I took him over to the local garage. Recognize this car, Tromer? Your thumbprint was right on this tank cap.
So I gassed the car up at the station, maybe. That's how my thumb... Hey, let me see that cap.
Well?
I sold a tank cap like this yesterday morning. Had to pry his old cap off with a chisel. Look. Here, you can see the marks. The car wasn't hit on this side.
Keep talking.
Well, this guy came in for gas early, 6 a.m. I was just opening up. His tank cap was the kind that locks, and he didn't have the key. Said he lost his key. Even had to jump the switch to get the car started. Here. See, wires are jumped on this one.
I know that. That's how it was stolen. Didn't you think of that when he didn't have the keys?
Oh, Ranger, it happens all the time. People are always losing keys. I've done it myself. Oh, I should have known there was something fishy about that guy.
Why?
Oh, because he didn't have any money to pay for the gas. Didn't tell me till I'd filled it up, either.
Why'd you let him leave?
He took 10 gallons in the gas cap. Bill came to, $2.93. Left me a hunting knife and a sheath for security. Worth maybe $8 or $9.
Did he come back for it?
No, I got it locked in my tool chest back at the station.
Would you know the man if you saw him again?
I think so, but it's just getting daylight. And, one customer's face looks like another. But I'd remember him.
He have gold teeth like you?
That's something I can't tell you. He was chewing a cud of tobacco and talking through it.
Come on, I'll drive you back to your station and have a look at that knife.
Jace, saw your car outside.
Hi there, Rhodes.
I checked a lot of doctors on the East Highway. None of them did the kind of stitch job we're looking for.
I may have a lead. Get in your car and tag after me.
Here's the knife, just like you left it.
Fresh honed and clean as a whistle.
No prints on that blade.
Rhodes, take a look at this sheath. Design burned in the leather.
Yeah. They engrave them pretty fancy sometimes.
This isn't an electric engraving job. It's not good enough. Owner burned this in himself. Probably used a hot wire.
That drawing looks like a buffalo head, Jace. But it isn't.
No. Smaller drawings around it look like trees, like some scene he was burning out while he...
Yeah, Jace, it's something like that you see way off from the highway. State 23, west of Rankin.
That's it, Rhodes. Buffalo Mesa. Let's get up that way and see if we can find a doc who stitched a head cut. It was mid-morning when we reached the area. There were 3 doctors in a 20-mile radius. The first one had nothing for us, but the second one...
Yes, I stitched a head wound like that day before yesterday. Cowpoke, Joe Foy, fell off his horse. Matter of fact, he was in here this morning, about 3 hours ago, to have the dressing changed.
If you put on a fresh dressing, the one you changed is in that trash container, isn't it, Doc?
Why, yes.
Any blood on it?
Of course. Cut was deep. Hasn't healed yet.
Can you get that dressing out and check it for blood type?
It'll take a few minutes.
I waited a couple of days for this, Doc. I can wait a few more minutes.
Here you are, Ranger. Unusual classification, type AB.
That's it, Chase.
Yeah. You know where this Joe Foy works, Doc?
Why, Ben Kinner's place. Left at the crossroads and 6 miles out. Right near Buffalo Mesa.
Thanks, Doc. Come on, Rhodes.
Right.
Oh, Doc.
Yeah.
Foy has a couple of gold teeth, doesn't he?
Gold teeth? Why, no, Ranger. He doesn't have gold teeth.
I'd found one man with gold teeth, and he wasn't the right man. Now I had another one to go after, but he didn't have gold teeth. Rhodes and I drove out to the Kinney Ranch. The only one around was an old woman.
I'm only the cook here. Mr. Kinney and the men who work for him are out on the roundup.
Where does Foy bunk?
Just over there in the barn. There's a small room.
You want to show us?
Come with me.
This his bunk?
Yeah.
Hey, Jace, look. Carved in the edge of the bunk.
Yeah, Buffalo Mesa. It looks just like the one on the sheet. Better have a look through this footlocker.
Likely he'd have his gun with him, isn't it, Chase?
Just making sure. Hey.
What is it? Oh, carton of chewing tobacco. Hey, that fits. Fellow at the service station said our man was chewing when he stopped there.
Yeah, and I've seen this brand of chew before. If my memory isn't lying, there's something else that fits.
You shouldn't tear open Mr. Foy's thing.
I just want to see one of these plugs. Here's the answer, Rhodes.
Yeah, the plugs are wrapped in gold foil.
Yeah. And if I tear off a square of the foil and put it over my front teeth like this, I look like I have gold teeth.
And every witness who saw Foy was throwing us off the trail instead of helping. I wonder how he thought of it.
Probably got the idea on his way to Live Oak when he saw Trummer at the gas station. I'm going to take charcoal out of the trailer and ride out to the range.
And I'll get a horse from the corral and...
Oh, thanks, Rhodes. But you better stick here. If Foy spots me coming, he might make a run for the ranch and grab a car or a pickup truck. You stay here and see that he doesn't get to him.
Looking for something?
You Joe Foy?
No, I'm Kinney, Ranger. Boy in some kind of trouble?
I'd call murder plenty of trouble.
Murder?
Yeah. Where is he?
Down the Royers, rounded up strays. Glad to show you.
All right, let's go. You know where Foy was Monday?
Took the day off to fix his gear up and get ready for the roundup.
You see him during the day?
Nope. Went over to his bunk that night, though, to see why he didn't show for supper. Had a cut on his head. Said he fell. Doc had him patched up.
I know about that.
Hey, there he comes now, around the mesa.
Hey, he spotted us. He's turning back for cover.
Get up, Charcoal! Get up! Yeah, turn behind, here.
Oh! Oh, boy.
Ranger, you're hit.
Here. I got to get him.
You hit him, but he's up. He's running for the river.
I got to get him. Come here, Charcoal. Come here, boy.
Left shoulder looks mighty bad, Ranger. You can't chase him like that.
I hit him. Come here, boy. If he can move with a bullet in him, so can I. Get up, Charcoal. Whoa, boy. He went into the river here. Got to follow on foot. Watch the banks for tracks in case he came out.
The river winds and bends. Can't see far ahead with the willows hanging over it.
I'll see him when I get to him.
I'm going to bring you in, boy.
Next plug will kill you, Ranger.
You better kill me, boy, or you'll never leave another dead kid in the street.
He ain't far ahead, Ranger.
Not as far as he'd like to be.
Hear him moving.
Yeah.
Stop. Listen. He ain't waiting anymore.
He stepped out of the stream, or he's waiting in ambush. You better stay behind me, Kenny.
in the willow clumps where he might hide. Not far ahead, several of the willows overhung the stream, dipped clear down to the water. Leaves floated downstream from it, and on one of them was a clear red blood spot.
Look out, Ranger! Come on!
Don't look like he's going to need the electric chair, Ranger.
No. Not anymore.
Whoa. Hey, let me help you. You gotta get to a doctor.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I sort of forgot I was hit. Thinking about what he did to a few other people. The body of Joseph Foy was definitely identified as that of the killer and hit-and-run driver. A ballistic check showed that his gun was the weapon used in the murder of the bank clerk. Ranger Jace Pearson was taken to the nearest hospital where, after a blood transfusion, he was pronounced out of danger.
Are you with us out there? Are you celebrating? Well, it's National Wheaties Week, you know. And here's our star, Mr. Joel McCrae, following up another great performance tonight with a few words meant for you personally. Joel?
I'm enjoying being a Texas Ranger, and I hope you're enjoying it, too. As a matter of fact, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed it enough to go out and buy a box of Wheaties on Monday. If you do, that's the way we'll know. Your purchase of 1 box of Wheaties. Will you do that? I think you'll like them. Good night.
Thank you, Joel McCrae. And how was that for a sporting proposition, folks? If you like our show, there's a way to let us know. Just see your grocer about those Wheaties tomorrow. Remember, there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. And goodness knows how many flakes there are in a box. Yes, there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. And you know the value of whole wheat. Necessary vitamins, minerals, too. And whole wheat energy worth talking about. Go ahead. Have Wheaties to start breakfast tomorrow. Wheaties with milk and the fruit you like. Breakfast of champions? Well, I should say so. Try 'em and see how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11. Come on, it's National Wheaties Week.
Come on, everybody, to the Wheaties party. Eat a lot of Wheaties like the champions do. Dance together, cheek to cheek. This is National Wheaties Week. Eat a lot of Wheaties like the champions do. Wheaties, a breakfast of champions.
Next week, Joel McCrae in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McCrae will soon be seen in the Universal International Technicolor production Saddle Tramp. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Hy Averback, Paul Frees, Herb Butterfield, Dave Ellis, and Lillian Byatt. This story was transcribed and adapted by Joel Murcock, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. Hal Gibney speaking.
And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen on Wednesday night to Brian Donlevy in Dangerous Assignment on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then.
This is Joel McCrae. A small boy is hungry in Italy tonight. You can feed him, comfort him, make him believe again with a package from CARE. No profit to CARE, just food for hungry kids. $5.50 does it to CARE, New York. CARE, New York, $5.50. Will you do it?
Listen for Dennis Day and Judy Canova returning October 7th on NBC.
It's National Wheaties Week. Yes, it's National Wheaties Week, and Wheaties present Joel McCrae in Tales of the Texas Rangers. On stage tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another in the Wheaties Big Parade of exciting half-hour presentations. Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles. And 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. From the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Tonight's case, the open range.
It is August 4th, 1948. Maury Buckler and his son Dave are driving across their ranch in a Jeep, dropping off salt cakes for their cattle.
Oh, there's the last stop, Pa.
Yeah. Well, drop this one here.
What's the matter, Pa?
Well, the last salt cake we dropped here is hardly touched. Look at it.
Huh? Why, yeah. No point in leaving another one.
Usually quite a few head around here. Wonder why they're not touching it. Suppose somebody could be running them off.
Rustlers, Pa? That's kind of out of date, I'd say.
Yeah.
Say, maybe there's a break in the fence down by the old road.
Yeah. Well, you better drive around the cottonwoods and have a look. There's a break. We can fix her right now.
We'll have to go back and get horses, though, if we're going to pick up the strays.
Yeah. We'll be able to see the fence now as soon as we get over this rise.
Hey, Pa. Pa, a big truck down there and a bunch of men with some of our stock.
So that's what's been happening to them. Speed it up. I'll get my rifle and back here.
Let's see us coming. You fellas better stay right where you are. Oh,
Dave. Dave. I'll get you for this.
Pa, come back, Pa!
Oh.
Let me help you, Pa.
Tales of the Texas Rangers will continue in just a moment.
It's National Wheaties Week, all right, and it couldn't happen to a nicer flake. Because, look, there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. And you know whole wheat. Of course, the naturally sweet whole wheat flavor of Wheaties is important, too. And good? My. Come on, help celebrate National Wheaties Week. Just buy 'em, that's all. Buy 'em and see how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
Dave Buckler managed to drag his father to the Jeep and drive to the nearest hospital, but the father was dead on arrival. Sheriff Clyde Johnson immediately called the Texas Rangers, and Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned to the case.
What are you looking for, Ranger?
I thought we'd find some truck tire markings here, Sheriff. The ground's plenty hard, except for the dust settled on top. That'd hold a track, but... Hey, look.
Just a big, wide mark.
Yeah. Probably some brush hung from the tailgate of the truck. Wiped the tread right out behind him. Let's go through the fence.
Yeah. Must have been operating right about here.
Yeah. Plenty of cattle tracks, but no boot prints.
Wiped out their tracks like they did with the truck.
Smart. Probably dragged branches behind them. You can see where they were here, though. Tobacco crumbs and paper where they ground out their cigarettes.
Yeah.
Looks like 15 or 20 head they run off from the marks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go back to the car for a second. How do the Bucklers brand their herd?
Oh, just a simple letter L.
Buckler's wife's name was Lou.
Do you know if their brand has been registered?
I don't believe it ever was, Ranger. Why?
I've got to make a radio call to KTXA in Austin. Unit 10 to KTXA. Unit 10 to KTXA.
KTXA to Unit 10. Go ahead, Unit 10.
Unit 10 requests headquarters to ask all commission houses to be on lookout for marketing of any cattle carrying letter L brand or any altered brand that might have been made to cover letter L.
Will do, Unit 10.
May be part of stock stolen from Buckler Ranch on 8-4. Notify Unit 10 if any lead turns up. Unit 10, 10-4.
We'll keep Unit 10 informed. KTXA Austin.
Good idea, that call. Might get a lead.
Yeah. When we get through here, I want to go into the hospital and see Dave Buckler. He might just be able to describe the... Hey, wait.
What do you got?
Old cigarette lying right here near this bush. And scorched. Somebody started to light it but didn't finish.
Yeah.
That matchbook lying in the bush. Whatever happened, it made a fella forget about his cigarette. Must have been when the Bucklers came over the hill. Feller saw him, threw the cigarette and matches down just as he was getting ready to light up.
Yeah, that could be all right.
Half the matches are still in the book. Ones that are missing are all torn off from the left side of the book.
So?
So the man who had this book of matches is left-handed. Let's get into the hospital.
No, Ranger. I'm right-handed, so was Pop. Matches couldn't have been ours.
Just making sure. Can you describe any of the stock they made off with, Buckler?
Well, yeah. And most of them were white-faced. But there was one of the calves that had a mottled face.
Mottled, huh?
Yeah.
Good. That helps.
My pa was such a good guy, Ranger. I wish I could climb out of here and help you find those dirty...
Can you give me any kind of a description of the men?
No. I never got a good look at them.
A couple of days went by, then a week. There was no sign of the Buckler cattle with the L brand. I went back to headquarters to see Captain Stinson.
No sign of those cattle, huh?
Not ahead, Captain.
Well, they might be afraid to unload them so soon after a killing.
That means they'd have to vend or alter the brands and put them out to graze. I don't think they'd want to be too close to them for fear of being spotted.
Neither do I, Jace. That's why I've got an idea. Ever think of trying Camp Hood?
No, but I should have. It's a perfect spot for them. 35 square miles of free grazing land.
Yeah. Ever since the Army deactivated the camp, a lot of ranchers have been using it. Our last check showed 15,000 head there, all kinds of brands. Fattening up until the owners cut them out for marketing.
Sure. And Buckler's cattle with altered brands covering that L could be waiting there for the thief to come back and get them whenever he wants.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a lot of territory and a lot of cattle for one man to cover. I'm going to have Bud Kurtz come in and go with you.
Kurtz? Fine.
The commission houses are still on the alert. We got them stopped on the selling end. Now it's up to you to find those cattle. They're the only key to the killer.
Bud Kurtz and I drove to Camp Hood, unloaded our horses, and started to check the open range. In 3 days, we ran across more than 50 brands, all legitimate. But on the fourth day... Cowpokes are pretty busy, Kurtz.
Yeah, cutting out a few calves over there.
There's a branding fire and 2 men.
They see us coming.
Keep your eyes peeled. They may be all right, but if they aren't, one of them may throw a gun.
Oh, boy.
Howdy, Rangers.
Howdy.
You can let that one go, Pete.
No. Hold him for a minute.
What's the matter, Ranger?
Let me frisk you.
I'll get this fella.
Why? What's wrong, Ranger? I ain't got no gun.
Just checking out. What's your brand?
Nothing on this fella, Jay. Well, there's the iron right there.
J in the center of a box, huh?
Yeah. My name's Jack Stern. Got a ranch up in Box Canyon. Brand's supposed to be Jack in the Box.
What are you doing with this stock?
Well, changing over to my brand.
From what? An L brand?
No, Square U. Like that one over there. Ain't added my brand on him yet. Well, take a look at it. See?
Yeah, I see. It's a Square U now, but it was an L. That brand's been altered. Okay, let him go.
Find something, Jace?
Yeah. Where'd you get this stock?
I bought them last night. Anything wrong?
They were stolen a week ago.
I got a bill of sale for them, Ranger. Fellow who had them was cutting them out yesterday. Said he was taking some steers to market, but he wanted to sell the calves for $60 a head, so he wouldn't have to keep coming all the way back from Rollo to get them.
Came from Rollo, huh?
That's what he said. But here's the bill of sale. Name was Vic Morath. Ranger, you must be making a mistake.
Maybe. How many calves did he sell you?
8 of them. Boys bought these 2 in here, and they're getting the others now.
Good. Is there a mottled face in the bunch, Stern?
Yeah, there is.
Guess that settles it, Jace. This is Buckler's stock.
Yeah. We better drive him out and have a van pick him up. Lab can examine the brands.
Now, what about my money?
Your claim is against the man who sold them to you, Vic Morath from Rollo. If that was his right name.
If he moved steers out too, Jace, they should be turning up at a commission house in a day or so.
Yeah. In the meantime, Stern, I'll have to hold you and your boys in custody for possession of stolen property.
Ain't it enough that I lost $480?
Maybe it'll teach you not to pay cash for cattle until you've checked on them.
I didn't pay cash. I gave Morath a check.
A check?
You mean he took a check from you?
Yeah. Hey, maybe I can stop payment.
You won't have to. We'll do it for you. Where's your bank?
Ranchers and Merchants Trust in Abilene. The president knows me. His name's Chalmers.
All right, Stern. Kurt, you bring him and his boys into town with the stock. I'll meet you there. I got to get to a phone and call that bank. I rode charcoal hard into town, found a phone, and put a call through for Mr. Chalmers, president of the bank in Abilene. But I was too late.
I'm sorry, Ranger Pearson, but Mr. Morath cashed that check shortly after we opened this morning.
Did you ask Morath for identification?
Yes, but he didn't have any on him.
And you cashed the check anyhow?
Well, he asked us to call his bank in Rollo for a reference to save him time. He even paid for the call.
You mean he actually comes from Rollo and they've heard of him there?
The Rollo State Bank said he had an account there.
But you don't actually know whether the man was Morath.
Well, after all, Ranger, when the man paid for the call to his own bank in Rollo...
Did Morath endorse the check?
Yes, it was endorsed in my presence.
Will you rush that endorsed check to my headquarters? I want to look at that signature. When the check came through, Kurtz and I left for Rollo, Texas. At Rollo, we went directly to Morath's bank.
Vic Morath? Why, yeah, I know him.
This his signature?
I'd have to compare it with his signature card. Just a moment. M-A-S-M-A-U. Ah, yeah, here we are. Now he takes both signatures and see.
They're not the same, Jace.
No. Thank you.
Any time, Ranger.
Come on.
What now, Jace?
Morath's ranch is only about a mile out. We better drive out there and see him.
Sure you won't have a drink, Rangers?
No, thanks.
Oh, so somebody's been using my name, huh?
Looks that way. You know who it might be?
No, but it's a cinch it wouldn't be a friend. Forgery's a mighty low trick.
I figure it may have happened 100 times before, Mr. Morath, but this is the first time we caught it.
I'm mighty glad you did. I don't like my name being mixed up with thieving and killing.
Of course, you'd never see the checks. They'd go right back to the man who made them out after they were cashed. Anybody ever forged your name to a check that went through your own bank?
I know. If anybody had and I knew it, I'd have taken a bullwhip to him.
No help here, Jace.
No. Well, thanks for your cooperation, Mr. Morath. We can find our way out.
So long, Mr. Morath.
You sure you won't take one of these before you go? I'm having another.
No, thanks.
That certainly led us into a blind pass.
Huh?
I said Morath was no help. What's the matter with you, Jace?
I was just thinking of that book of matches I found on the range out at Buckler's.
The ones that were dropped by somebody left-handed?
Yeah. I watched Morath pouring that drink for himself. He's left-handed, Kurtz.
Well, that's mighty thin and circumstantial, Jace.
Sure, I know it is. Just a passing thought. I better call KTXA. Unit 10 to KTXA. Unit 10 back in service.
KTXA to Unit 10. Have message for you.
Go ahead, KTXA.
Cattle with L brand offered for sale this afternoon at Tully Commission House, Fort Worth. Cattle inspector reports brand might have been L brand from Buckler Ranch.
Did Commissioner get name and address of seller?
Seller refused to have check mailed. Said he would pick it up tomorrow after stock was weighed and priced. Gave his name is Vic Morath, Rollo, Texas.
Just left Morath at home in Rollo. Unit 10 and Unit 6 proceeding to Fort Worth. We'll be there when Commission House opens in morning. Unit 10, 10-4.
Got a long drive ahead of us, Jace.
Yeah, but this is the break we've waited for.
It's not so important now, is it, that Morath happened to be left-handed?
No. Not now, it isn't.
In just a moment, we continue with Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McRae as Ranger Jace Pearson.
It's National Wheaties Week everywhere, even backstage in our studio here tonight. Sure it is. We're all buying and eating Wheaties this week. And here's living proof, the man who dramatizes Tales of the Texas Rangers, Mr. Joel Murcott. Am I right, Joel? Are you getting your Wheaties?
I sure am, Frank. And not only that, I've got Wheaties written into the breakfast script for Mrs. Murcott and our 4 kids, too. Seems like eating Wheaties is little enough to do for them when they do so much for us. Folks, I hope you feel that way, but even if you don't, try Wheaties once. Just to show us you like our shows. What do you say? After all, National Wheaties Week only comes once a year.
Thank you, Joel Murcott.
We reached Fort Worth during the night and examined the cattle in the Commission House stock pens. They were part of the Buckler L brands, all right. All next day, Bud Kurtz and I were staked out in the Commission House office. The man impersonating Morath never showed to pick up his check.
Well, have to wait again tomorrow, Jace.
I don't think so. He won't be coming.
What do you mean?
Our man didn't show because somebody tipped him not to show.
Think somebody in the Commission House slipped up?
Maybe not, Kurtz. Maybe we slipped up.
Maybe we did. What do you mean, Chase?
I'll tell you as soon as we find a photograph of Vic Morath, the real one from Rollo. It took almost 2 days to find a picture. We went through newspaper files, breeders' publications, cattlemen and ranchers' journals, county fair souvenir books. Captain Stinson found what I was after.
Chase, look. Is Morath one of these?
Yeah, that's it, Captain. That's Morath in the center.
Group picture. Who are the others?
Picture comes from a breeder's journal. Caption says it's the Morath Ranch Rodeo team. Had the highest group score at the Rollo Rodeo in 1946, 2 years ago.
I want to see if Stern or Chalmers, the banker, can identify Morath as the man who sold those calves.
Well, we know it wasn't Morath, Chase. The signatures didn't match.
They don't have to. Morath is left-handed. He might have endorsed the check with his right hand just to cover up.
Hey, Jace may have something there.
It's worth trying.
Stern has been released. I'll call him at his ranch and have him meet us at his bank in Abilene. How about it, Stern? Is this the man, the bare-headed one in the center?
No. No, Ranger. I never saw him before.
How about you, Chalmers? Is this the man who presented the check?
No, it isn't.
Another washout, Jace.
And let me see that picture again.
Sure, here.
I'm not sure, but this fellow on the end, right here. You look at it, Chalmers.
Why, yes. Yes, I believe that is the man.
One of the cowpokes, huh? Come on, Kurtz. We're going to visit the sheriff at Rollo.
Yeah, I know that feller. Quit working for Morath about a year ago. Bought himself a little ranch not far from Morath's, over near Comanche Gulch.
Cowpoke has to be pretty thrifty to buy a ranch. What's his name?
Buzz Black.
Better get over to Comanche Gulch, Jace.
Yeah. Thanks, Sheriff.
Sure, glad to be of service.
Well, we're going to be able to tell Morath who's been using his name.
We don't have to tell him. I got a hunch he already knows.
What makes you say that?
Black didn't go back to pick up that check. Somebody warned him those cattle were getting hot. That means Morath.
But if he's in on it, why would he let Black use his name?
Because he's smart. False signature makes him look like an innocent victim. His reputation is good.
And as soon as we went to him, he knew we were on the trail, and he told Black and the others to lay low.
Right. Let's get Black for a starter.
All right, Black, throw up your hands.
What? Oh, you scared me, Ranger.
Drop that hammer.
Oh, sure. I don't know what this is all about, but
It's about an old man who was shot to death while you were running off some of his cattle with an L brand.
Me? Oh, you're crazy. I never...
We got 3 people who can identify you. Man who bought the calves, banker who cashed a check, and the commissioner who bought the steers in Fort Worth.
All right. So what? I found the cattle out at Camp Hood.
You don't find cattle with a brand on them. They weren't Mavericks. You better talk, Black.
I'll talk when I see a lawyer.
You wait that long and the wrath will run out, and you'll be facing it alone. That old rancher was murdered.
I didn't shoot him. I swear it, Ranger.
No jury's going to believe you, unless you tell us who did it, and we find the gun he used.
All right. It was Morath. He started the whole thing. Was his idea.
Who rode with you?
1 pokes from here, 6 from Morath's place.
What's that?
Rider taking off in a brush, Jace.
Stop, yo!
Too late. He made cover.
Isn't the Morath Ranch over that way, Black?
Yeah, that was my rider. Must have sneaked up and hurt us.
I'm going to handcuff you to this wagon.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
We'll be back for you later. Go on, Kurtz.
They'll know we're coming on. They'll scatter, Jace.
We better call headquarters for more units. We put through the call and headed for Morath's ranch in the car, hoping to beat the rider. He must have stopped on the way and phoned Morath because the ranch was clear when we got there.
They cleared out, Jace. Better get the horses out of the trailer and start tracking.
Wait a minute, Kurtz. Look at this driveway.
Funny marks.
Yeah. Brush trailing behind a truck to wipe out the tracks. I've seen that before. And this is fresh. A branch caught in the edge of that mesquite when they turned into the road and snapped it. The brake is new.
That means they're heading for the highway.
Probably all riding together in the truck. It'll be an arsenal on wheels. Come on. Units we called for can set up roadblocks and converge on them. Unit 10 to KTXA. Unit 10 to KTXA.
KTXA to Unit 10. Go ahead.
Subjects wanted for killing of Maury Buckler making getaway in cattle truck from Morath Ranch at Rollo. Check license numbers of vehicles registered to Morath.
Will do, Unit 10.
Subjects headed for main highway will probably turn south toward closest border point. Unit 10 and Unit 6 headed that way. Have other units converge on area and set up roadblocks with highway patrol.
Units 3 and 8 nearby. We'll notify them.
We'll make direct contacts with units as we close in. Unit 10, 10-4. Kurtz, you can commandeer the sheriff's radio car in town. Give us a chance to spread out more.
It's going to be like tackling a tank, Jace.
Yeah. Break out a Tommy gun and put it on the seat. We moved in from all points. There were no side roads that weren't covered by our units. Morath and his men were locked in our ring. I kept my foot heavy on the gas pedal. Then far ahead, as I approached the intersection of State 12, I saw the truck dip over a rise. Unit 10 to Unit 3. Unit 10 to Unit 3.
Unit 3, go ahead, Unit 10.
Subject's truck less than a mile ahead of Unit 10, nearing intersection point your area.
Ready for them, Unit 10. Unit 6 to Unit 10.
Go ahead, Unit 6.
Unit 6 now on main highway south of intersection.
Block highway at that point, Unit 6. Subjects are between Unit 6 and Unit 10 now, unless they turn off.
Unit 3 has reached intersection point of State 12. We'll block off intersection.
Good, Unit 3. Unit 8 has blocked still further south if subjects break through. I drew closer to the speeding truck as it topped a rise and headed down toward the intersection of the state highway. I could see the sheriff's car Kurtz had borrowed blocking the road and Unit 3's car in the center of the turnoff. The truck skidded and started to make a turn and come back toward me.
I swung my car across the road, grabbed the Tommy gun, and jumped out.
Stop that truck! All right, let him have it!
No more shooting, Rangers, no more. We'll come out.
All of you still alive, come out with your hands up.
You all right, Chase?
Yeah. How about you, Clint?
I'm okay.
All right, you men. Get over there and keep your hands up.
I got him covered, Jace. One dead in the back there and a couple wounded. Hey, where's Barat?
Around the other side of the cab, dead. He came out shooting and I nailed him.
Ah, there he is. Better break that rifle out of his grip. Ballistics can tell if it's the one that killed Buckler.
He'll be the one, all right. Or he wouldn't have tried so hard to keep us from getting him.
Vic Morath's rifle was positively identified as the one used in the slaying of Rancher Maury Buckler. Buzz Black and the other men who had assisted Morath were given penitentiary sentences ranging from 20 to 99 years.
And now, here's the Wheaties man, Frank Martin.
Another triumph for the Rangers, and another grand performance by our distinguished star, Mr. Joel McRae. And here he is with a few words for you personally about National Wheaties Week.
I hope you're enjoying Tales of the Texas Rangers, and it would give me a whole lot of pleasure, partner, if I thought you'd go out and get a box of Wheaties tomorrow because of our program. Since it's National Wheaties Week, it's a pretty good time to get those Wheaties. Will you do that? Good night.
Good night, Joel. You know, Wheaties and I were going to send you a free case of Wheaties, but then we thought, oh, that's silly. Joel McRae eats Wheaties, so chances are his kitchen shelf is loaded. And what National Wheaties Week is really for is to get other people to eat Wheaties. Frankly, folks, it's to get you to know and appreciate the fact that there's a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. That's right, a whole kernel of wheat in every Wheaties flake. National Wheaties Week is for you to buy Wheaties and try them and see for yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11. So, no free Wheaties to you, Joel. You can buy them just like all the rest of us. Right, folks? Now, don't forget, Breakfast of Champions.
Come on, everybody, to the Wheaties party. Eat a lot of Wheaties like the champions do. Dance together, cheek to cheek. This is National Wheaties Week. Eat a lot of Wheaties like the champions do. Wheaties are breakfast of champions.
Next week, Joel McRae in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McRae will soon be seen starring in the Universal International Technicolor production Saddle Tramp. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Tom Tully, Bert Holland, Joe Duval, Byron Kane, Paul Dubuff, and Bob Cole. This story was transcribed and adapted by Joel Murcott, and the program was produced and directed by Stacy Keach. Hal Gibney speaking.
And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen on Wednesday night to Brian Donlevy in Dangerous Assignment on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then. And remember, it's National Wheaties Week.
Tomorrow, Sam Spade cuts a caper and Robert Merrill sings on NBC.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode on PastCast Studios of Tales of the Texas Rangers. For more interesting videos, subscribe, hit that like button, and make comments and share with us what you'd like to know about the golden age of radio.